I jerked my hand back like she was going to bite me. She's like, no, it's me, Anna, the person who bites hands. August 9th. A few weeks later, she told me what had happened to her back when she still lived with her family. I'd known for a while that something had happened, something she hadn't shared with anyone before, but when she told me what it was, a few of the things she said, no, I shouldn't write it down here. They told her Miracle Whip and mayonnaise were the same thing. It feels wrong. It's not mine to tell. What if someone found this journal? They'd be like, ew, she likes Miracle Whip. They might say that. Anyway, hello, and welcome back to Mug and Play. We are playing more Killer Love, and I had never imagined she was living with such a burden. When I found out, I felt crushed. Like I had been crushed by some sort of a burden. I know, fucked up. God, I feel like an idiot, and after I told you I'd had it rough. No, it's fine. Don't feel bad about it, please. It wasn't a competition. But if it was, I'd totally win, apparently. You've got your troubles, and I've got mine. I know, but can we do something? There's nothing to do. It's all over now. All I can do is keep looking forward, you know? I know now. I hugged her and told her how brave she was for telling me. I told her I'd protect her, keep her safe forever, and I meant it. And I failed her, but that comes later. Oh, good. For now, I figured I should tell her what my own troubles had been. Like this one time, I stubbed my toe really hard. She's like, oh, that sucks. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. It's okay. I do want to. I managed to keep quiet about my past. I had only alluded to things. Now I told her everything. It wasn't a long story. What? Nothing? You don't remember anything? Okay, it's not exactly nothing. My teen years are fuzzy, and everything before that, it's like it doesn't exist. What about your family? I don't know. Maybe I had one. I was in a lot of institutions before I turned 18. Oh, Jack. I'll tell you about those times if you want, but there's not a lot to tell. Nothing ever really happened to me. I wish I could tell you everything about my life. I really do, but I can't. Well, you should. She just told you. I mean, I don't know. That's fine. I guess it's whatever. Did you ever try to find out about my life before then? Yeah. Oh. Oh, something happening to Jack? I didn't. Why not? I don't know. I just never felt like it, I guess. I must have known, even back then, that some memories are best left buried. I'm sure I would like to remember if I couldn't, but you're fine with it? Yes. Oh, okay. Okay, so he's got, like, amnesia or something, but he's like, I know it was crappy, so I just don't want to bother remembering. So, I don't blame him for that. Well, okay. Tell me about the times you can remember then. So I went on to tell her about a few bland memories I had. It's like, oh, those were bland, like mayonnaise, but not like Miracle Whip, which is much better, obviously. August 10th, I could write about all the talks we had about the first night we spent together, about looking for an apartment and then finding it, about moving in, about pretty much anything that only involved the two of us, but I think it's time to move on. This isn't a feel-good journal after all. Oh, is it a feel-bad journal? I hope not. It was a Thursday, coming up to a year since Grace and I started dating. I was at the cash register. Grace wasn't in the store. An old lady was counting her change, slowly and with trembling hands, when Anna walked in. Oh, that's right. Her. Anna didn't buy anything. She went for the register, towards me, empty-handed. The sight of her approaching me made my heart start beating like mad. My head hurt. I knew the moment I saw her that she meant trouble. Jack? My God, is that you, Jack? Maybe. Oh, this music's getting a little discordant. She had the nerve to pretend she'd stumbled upon me by accident, like she hadn't tracked me down. But I didn't have it together. I couldn't see through her acting. I was confused, panicking, not sure why. Excuse me, miss? Is it you? Maybe? Please don't cut in line, miss. It's not fair to the other customers. The old lady was still tackling her mass of coins. She didn't seem to notice much around her. 85, 90, 91, 92. Everyone's like, she's fine. Anyway, continue. Don't play silly with me, Jack. It's you, isn't it? Yes, my name is Jack, but you've got me confused with someone else. There's a lot of Jacks out there. It's true. I know several. Oh, come on. You're you, all right. I put a hand on the counter to steady myself. She reached out as if to place her hands on mine. Oh, I jerked my hand back like she was going to bite me. She's like, no, it's me, Anna, the person who bites hands. Don't you remember your old friend? No, we've never met. I guess it has been a while. 15 years? Not me, must be someone else. Anna stared right at me, through me. Huh? She's like, yeah, I thought I'd either boil or freeze. I don't know, one or the other, but pick one. Sure, it's you. Let's go somewhere and talk about old times. I know a great restaurant just 2 streets over. Look, lady, even if I was this friend of yours, I have a job to do. I'm a cash register man, rain or shine. So let me get on with it. You're bothering the customers. And the customers weren't bothered one bit. The lady is just like, 96, 97, $1.02. How many do I need? $14? Okay. Where was I? Oh, 1. If they hated anyone, it was probably me. After all, I was being so rude to this pretty, charming girl who only wanted to talk to her friend. That's a good point, Jack. What are you doing in this place? It's a pile of trash. Well, someone like you doesn't belong here. It was like, hey, I just cleaned this place. You saying I did a bad job? I was through trying to reason with her. I crossed my arms and said nothing, hoping she wouldn't notice that my heart was pounding way too fast. Anna gave me a good hard look, just, So that's how it is. I'll see you later, Jack. Oh, and she went away. Oh, problem solved? I let out a long breath I hadn't noticed I was holding. I felt awful. Even worse, I felt Anna had been right. There had definitely been something familiar about her, but I didn't want to find out more. Next time she comes in, I'll treat her the same way, I told myself, guessing correctly that there'd be a next time, guessing wrongly that it'd be at the store. Oh my. I'll do it again and again until she gives up. I don't know what she wants, but I won't give an inch. ... Ominous. Ellipses. The old lady cried out. She'd found a quarter. 25 cents! Holy shit! That's awesome. See? The old lady was part of the bit the whole time. Alright. August 11th. It's weird, isn't it? How I just write today's date like that and then go right to telling about something that happened months ago. Hey, man, it's your journal. I should write down when that stuff happened. But it was so long ago, I don't think I can remember the exact dates. Who cares? I mean, you, apparently. This is only for me anyway. It can be a jumbled mess. Hey, it's your journal, like I said. Sometimes I feel like I should write more about what's happening now. Sure, but nothing's happening, so fuck it. Yes, fuck it indeed. When I told Grace about the girl who called herself Anna and who called me Jack even though we didn't wear name tags, she took it like it was a good news. Yes, like it was a good news. That was the best take. That's amazing, Jack. Okay, she must have recognized you from childhood. She said 15 years, didn't she? That's right from the time you can't remember. I don't know, she might just be some sort of scam artist. I had just come up with that idea, of Anna being a scam artist. Seemed a good enough excuse not to go near her again. Yeah, right. Come on, Jack, at least give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't need her, Grace. I've got you. Jack, I'm not telling you to sleep with her. Just don't be so rude to her next time, okay? I guess she's like, dude, slow your roll. I'm just saying be nice to another person. I wasn't being rude. You so were. Okay, so what if I was? It's not fair to her. She seems like a nice girl. And don't you think it'd be good for you, too? To be friends with her? No, not really. She could tell you about your past. And then maybe some of the things would start making sense. You could put whatever happened behind you. I guess so. But nothing happened. Something must have happened, Jack. You said your life was mean to you, unless you were lying. People don't... Grace fell silent. Instead of continuing, she started running her fork through the peas on her plate. Just, I need to eat more peas. They're good for me. Numb. Full of protein. We were having dinner. People don't what? Well, people don't do that at night, unless something happened to them. Sorry, don't do what at night? I keep telling you, it must be some kind of weird insomnia. Nothing more. Sleeping pills don't work on it. Something will eventually. But why not try this? The memories you have, it's like they want out. I think they should get out too, then you won't be scared of whatever happened anymore. And how does that work exactly? You'll be able to face it properly. Oh, more character development? And she's like, yep, let's do it. Character development. In-game and IRL. It's good for you. It's helped me a lot, you know? Thinking about what happened to me, seeing it's not so bad as I thought it was. I stubbornly refused to answer and went on eating like there hadn't been a conversation at all. And was like, I need to eat peas because they're full of protein, like you said. Num. What Grace had referred to was something I'd only recently found out. Apparently I shouted and kicked at night a lot. Sometimes I all out screamed. Oh, I will say, there was one time I was sharing a hotel room with some people for a business trip. Apparently in the middle of the night, I screamed, like, full volume, one time, really loud, and woke everybody up. I had no memory of it, and then in the morning they're like, yeah, you screamed once really loud in the middle of the night. And I'm like, did I? And everyone's looking around like, you did? I'm like, oh, it hasn't happened since. It was just a fun little fact about me. Anyway, maybe I still do that. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I still do that. Who knows? Maybe the staff and patients here are too polite to point it out. No, I don't scream at night anymore. I'm fairly sure I don't. Though that's not to say I can sleep all that well. Funny how at one point something like that was the biggest problem in my life. It was so long ago. Or at least feels like so long ago. So much has happened since then. Anyway, the morning after, I would wake up sweaty and tired, but it wasn't until Grace told me about the screaming that I found out why. Grace said it happened about once a week. It really freaked her out the first few times it happened, but then she got used to it, or as used to it as you can get. It made me feel like an asshole, realizing how nonchalant I was about it. Screaming every few nights in my sleep was, I felt, a small price to pay, so I wouldn't have to bother the past. But it didn't matter in the end if I decided to face the past or not. Either way, it was coming. And that's true. You gotta deal with stuff, otherwise it's just gonna come up anyway, so you may as well, I don't know, deal with it, I guess? I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. The second time Anna and I met as adults, we were neighbors. Oh, that's nice. I was coming back home from a morning shift at the store. Uh-huh. I went into our building, up to the second floor, down the hall, to mine and Grace's door, and I froze. There was someone standing in front of our door. That someone was her. Oh, shit. Anna. Jack? Oh, goodness, what are you doing here? Don't tell me you... She pointed at the door, as if to ask if I lived there. Yes, that's my apartment. As you damn well know. The hallway air felt warm and stale. Soup-like. Ew. Soupy air. Ugh. What are you doing here? I was going to say hello to my new neighbor. So, hello. Wait, huh? And here. She pushes something into my hands. There's a plate wrapped in plastic wrap. There was something brown on the plate. Brownies! I'm sure you'll like them, Jack. But we're not neighbors. I spat the words out. Just, we're not neighbors. She's like, yes, we are. I'm right over there. Anna showed me the door right to the right of mine. Ah, that place had been empty for weeks. I'm pretty sure the guy who lived there before that was a heroin addict. Okay, unrelated and terrifying, but cool. He didn't seem so bad now. What an amazing coincidence, though. To think we'd end up living so close by again. It's not a coincidence, is it? Pardon? Come on, really? What are you trying to do? It's obvious you planned this. There's no way something like this could happen by accident. Anna laughed. It was a sound like a fork scraping a plate. Well? You can believe it's coincidence, or you can believe it's not. Either way, we'll be seeing each other pretty often. Enjoy the brownies. Thanks. I'm not a big fan of sweet stuff, but I'm sure Grace will love them. Grace? Who is Grace? My girlfriend. Pointed out our door with my thumb. We live together. My idea was that in case she was acting like this because she was interested in me, I'd gently tell her I was taken. Okay. I mean, that's not very gentle. You're being kind of paranoid as hell, dude. And, I don't know. Maybe they're special brownies, depending on what state this game takes place in. I don't know. Grace? Yes. She must be a nice girl. The best I've ever known. She's lucky to have you. It's the other way around. I'm lucky to have her. She's not lucky at all. So there. Oh. Well, it's been nice chatting. I'll say hi to Grace for you. I should go in and say hello myself. No need. And she's not here right now. But, bye. I pretended to unlock the door. It was already unlocked because Grace was home. I slipped in and shut the door in Anna's face. In the apartment, I found I could breathe freely again. Son of a bitch! Talk to this girl? Be friends with her? Not a chance. She'd creep the hell out of me. Well, I mean, you shouldn't be rude. But you know, it's your life, I guess. Just don't be a jerk about it. Writing all this down, I can see why Grace thought I was overreacting. The plain facts of it didn't seem all that bad. A friend I hadn't seen in years noticed me at my workplace, talked with me a bit, and then happened to move in right next to me. But I knew right from the start that there was something off about her. That's not something to ignore. Paranoid? Yeah. Yes, like I said a minute ago. Thank you for agreeing with me. But in this case, I was right to be paranoid. Well, it's because I let my guard down and all that shit happened. Oh, okay. Still no word from the doctor about when I'll be able to get out of here. In fact, I haven't seen him in days. Hope he's just busy. What if something happened to him? It's the paranoia talking again. No, that's not paranoia. That's plain stupid. Anna can't make a doctor disappear and get away with it. It's true. She can't. Or can she? I don't know. Let's keep going. But I've got to say, if this doctor did disappear, it wouldn't be much of a loss to the hospital, I think. Yeah, that guy didn't even have a head. So there. I'll have to ask him to give me some neck exercises I can do, considering he doesn't have a head. My neck hurts from craning my head to the side all the time to look at the sky. Well, at least the weather's bad now. I'm not looking there as much. I'm like, okay, silver lining. It's weird how little neck pain is causing me trouble with how broken and battered the rest of me is. No, I probably shouldn't mention my neck to him. They might up my dosage, and what'll I do then with my brain turned to mush? Maybe then I'd be happy. In any case, I'd have things to do, and I need a clear mind to do them. I hope that what I'm writing makes sense. I hope I haven't gone down that rabbit hole already, and all I'm doing is scrawling line after line of meaningless chicken scratch. But that'd be pretty funny, I guess, in a pretty unfunny way. I guess it'd be funny in an unfunny way, but I think next time on MugAndPlay we'll figure out what that funny but unfunny way is, and let me know what your thoughts on both characters are. Which one do you enjoy? Who's your fave? That's what I want to know. Let me know. We'll talk about it. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I love y'all, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.